House Speaker Kevin McCarthy followed through on a promise that Republicans told House Democrats that they would regret stripping Representatives Paul Gosar and Marjorie Taylor Greene of committee assignments back in 2021. And you're going to love what he did. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we are the antidote to the daily onslaught of radical woke Marxist propaganda. So, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy intends to follow through on his promise to remove Democratic Representatives Adam Schiff, Eric Swalwell, aka Eric Fartswell, from the powerful and influential House Intelligence Committee, and the anti-Semitic Representative Ilhan Omar from the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Okay, so to be fair, Republicans did tell House Democrats that they would live to regret stripping Gosar and MTG from their committee assignments in 2021. So Democrats never learn from these warnings. I mean, they never do. If you think about it, Mitch McConnell in the U.S. Senate had warned then Senate Democrat Majority Leader Harry Reid that they would live to regret the nuclear option that they created to get around filibusters, which was the only tool at the time that the minority party could use. And the Republican Senate used that option at very opportune times. Okay, of Eric Swalwell, McCarthy said, quote, "Swalwell can't get a security clearance in a private sector. I'm not going to give him a government security clearance. Schiff has lied too many times to the American public. He should not be on Intel." I say amen and amen, brother. The three that they are stripping from committees are the most disgraceful members of the House. And that's really saying something because there are a hell of a lot of disgraceful people in that body. One of them is a Republican who is my congressman. According to The Independent, McCarthy claimed, quote, "I made all three cases before. It's not like it's anything new. Remember, this is what Nancy Pelosi, this is the type of Congress she wanted to have." Now, McCarthy told Punchbowl News that he can unilaterally block Schiff and Swalwell from serving on the House Intelligence Committee, while removing Omar from the Foreign Affairs Committee would require a House vote. Now, typically what happens is the minority leader sends to the Speaker the names of the individuals that they want on specific committee for approval. McCarthy will use his authority to stop them in this situation. And if they gripe and complain about it, they could just go to Nancy Pelosi, who rejected every single member that McCarthy wanted to add to the January 6th Select Committee. She said, "No way, Jose," and put two rhino losers on the committee instead, which was Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, both who are no longer members of Congress. Pencil neck Adam Schiff's name has become synonymous with liar since 2016. He could be one of the most unscrupulous members of the Congress throughout all of our history. Despite the fact that evidence of former President Donald Trump's involvement with the Kremlin to win 2016 never materialized, this POS Schiff argued for 3 years that the evidence was in plain sight. Remember that? When he was on every single news channel that wanted him on there. Okay, every single news show, actually, on CNN and MSNBC. And every time someone asked Pencilneck to provide the evidence that he talked about every single night on TV, he would fall back on the age-old line, "Well, I can't show that now because there's an ongoing investigation," which is something that our disgraced and fallen FBI says all the time now, if you think about it. Eric Swalwell was banging a Chinese spy named Fang Fang. You can't make this stuff up. This happened in the early 2010s. According to Axios, Swalwell was targeted by what U.S. officials believe was a political intelligence operation run by China's main civilian spy agency between 2011 and 2015. I'm going to tell you what happened, okay? What happened is this nitwit was chosen by the Chinese because he's a moron, and he was considered the most likely to be able to give up intelligence. I mean, he was going to give it up to Fang Fang because he's an idiot. I think that he should be removed from all committee assignments over his infamous farting on national television, which earned him the nickname Eric Fartswell. Maybe that's just me. And then there's Ilhan Omar, an ungrateful, disrespectful far-left member of the squad who has made anti-Semitic remarks on multiple occasions. Even members of her own party have chastised her for her racism, but she continues to do it. McCarthy said he wants to remove Omar from her committee after she made comments about Israel and its influence in the United States. And a lot of members in Congress, including some Democrats, interpreted her words as anti-Semitic. So it wasn't all about the Benjamins, if you know what I'm saying, right? The removal of these three despicable characters from committee assignments is a great thing, and McCarthy deserves credit for doing so. So that's it. Thanks a lot. Check out the videos at the end. We'll see you in the next one.